Hey, what's up everyone? Wanted to come here and make a quick video and do a quick review on the Ensenior 4-inch LED wafer light. This is actually the 16 pack, but I bought a 12 pack and 8 pack before. It's all the same light, just sold in different quantities. And these ones happen to be the 3000 Kelvin. I did actually put upstairs a 5 color temperature, but I always set them all to 3000 anyway because that's a pure light. I'll show you at the end of the video what they look like. But it is actually cheaper if you get the single color temperature versus getting the changing color temperature. But same thing here, open up the box. They are super easy to install, and they are super thin. In fact, this is actually 2 of them. If you look, I mean, this is, I want to say that's maybe a ½ inch deep. And they have these little clips here on the end. So they basically hook right behind the drywall. What I'd love to show you though is that when they come up here, imagine there's a piece of drywall here. I don't actually have an installation to show you, but they basically, these little guys, you kind of put it up into the hole, have the other one, and they just kind of, again, they clip down behind it. But what I like about them being so thin is that when you're putting them up in the wall, some of the ones in my ceiling, I have them right underneath the ceiling joists. Now with the old school can lights, you'd have to, they have this big can on here, and you'd have to basically offset them so you weren't going through the joists. This doesn't matter because any sheetrock or drywall that you're putting them into, this is actually thinner than the sheetrock. So again, ceiling joists do not matter. Now when you're installing these lights, we actually get the, you have the actual LED wafer portion, and then this is the junction box where you're actually going to hook it up and set it up into the wall. And they're connected by a little, basically just a little connection here with a little screw on the collar to make sure that connection stays firm. What I do is I usually will run the wire and then put the junction box up in the ceiling, and then what I'll do, and then when I come by and just put the wafers in after I drill the holes. Well, I'll drill the hole first, hook up the junction box, and then basically do the cord, and then put the wafer in the wall. But inside here, this is actually where you're connecting to your wires. And you'll see you've got your black hot, your white neutral, and your green ground. And the connectors here are simple little press-in connectors. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to show you here with a ground wire here how easy this is. Essentially what you'll do is you'll strip back any of the black or the white wires about a ½ inch, and essentially they come in and they just give them a firm press. So I can get the camera to focus there. And now that's connected. And then that's there. That's not actually going to go anywhere. The only thing that I recommend that you pick up when you get these as a DIYer is these little knockouts. These actually will come out and give you a hole, depending upon, again, what kind of access you have to get your Romex in here. So they've got a knockout on either side. They've also got a knockout here in the back. And that's essentially where you're going to feed your wire through. And you're going to need a box of these little contractor little knockout fillers to go with that. So essentially what happens is that one there gets knocked out, and you put this guy in, and then this little guy here fills in the hole, and that way you can feed your wire in, and it won't, you won't sever the wire with the sharp metal edge here. But overall, these are simple lights to install. They're cheap. I think you get the best deal on them buying them 12 at a time. But still, I mean, it's all, no matter the count, you get the same light. And let me show you what they look like when they're installed. So here we are inside my bathroom where I'm in the process of doing a remodel. But again, as you can see, I have them actually, these are the 4-inch lights installed in the ceiling, and they are dimmable. So this is actually the, I don't know if you can see this on camera. This is the dimmest version of the light, and then they do go, I mean, there's so much light in this bathroom that these things throw off. And again, the camera's probably not doing it justice. But I probably could have gotten away with 2 lights in here, but instead I did actually put 4. But yeah, they are a quality product. They put off almost no heat, and they also take almost no electricity. So I'm very glad that I purchased these.